Hey guys, welcome back to another meal prep day. It's not just meal prep for the week, it's meal prep for however long it takes to eat the things. Some of it is just for the week, some of it is not. Today we're making something we've never made on the channel before. We've made sausage before, but we've never made deer or venison sausage, and today we're gonna do that. Now, one of my favorite viewers, Donna, is allergic to pork, so we are going to be putting pork in this. But Jeffrey, who has made sausage for years, how long have you done that? How long have you been making sausage? He doesn't know. That long. That's how long. He says you can use beef fat in place of the pork that we're using today. So you can also just use beef to make this sausage. But we're going to show you how to grind it. We're going to show you the seasoning we're going to mix with it, which is this. But you can make your own seasoning. I do have a video where I want to say I made one with this breakfast sausage and one that is Italian sausage. I'll try to remember to link the recipes down below if the websites are still there. They're not my recipes. At least I don't think they are. If this is my recipe, I'll put it in the not the comments. I could put it in the comments, but instead I'll put it in the description. Anyway, I'll do that, and I'll also link those videos. So we're gonna get going, showing you how that we're gonna make our sausage. I don't know what all we're doing today, but I know we're gonna make some cubed pork, the venison sausage, and we got to do some stuff with some ground beef because we got some really good sales again, and you'll be seeing the sale for that, I want to say next week, not this week that just passed, but the next Wednesday to come. Anyway, I'm gonna get the camera set up and get to going. Okay, so we have deer here, which you can't see it because you pushed it far away over. It doesn't matter. They'll see it. They'll see it soon enough. And over here we have where we had bought Boston butt and cut it up. The reason why we chose that is because it's a very fatty meat, and we could not find just pork fat, so that will work. And then this is the brand of sausage seasoning we have. It's Legs Custom Blend. It's made here in Alabama. I actually shared it on a Darlene's discount haul, but it's made in Calera, Alabama. If you guys might want to check it out, they have a website and everything. But what we've already done is separate over there in that little bowl how much we needed, and I'm gonna put the rest of this in a Ziploc bag and save it for next time because we only need about half of it. What are you doing? All right, so he's gonna start cutting this up. And we made a mistake. Cool. This is the bowl we're supposed to put this stuff grinding. But you've got it already that in there.
You told me to put it in there.
No, I didn't. We'll figure it out. Anyway, are you going to start grinding this as soon as...
I'll cut it all up.
Oh, you're going to cut it up and then grind it. Okay, I don't know how he's doing it, so this is what's happening. He's cutting it up. Then it's going to be ground up. Alright. So, I'm putting this in a bag. I know my part. And this is also blend number 109. I'm going to check out the different kinds of blends myself, because I want to know what all the differences are. Because I haven't taken the time to do it. What now?
Yeah, paper towel on a plate, and I'm going to put the scrap on.
Alright. I didn't know there was going to be scraps. Thought you'd already cleaned it up. Oh, you hadn't cleaned that up because that's what the deer processor did. Okay, let me put this away. So is this the size you're going to cut it up to? Because I want to show them. Alright. What?
Just strips.
Okay. This is about the size he's going to cut the meat to run through the grinder. And I'm not gonna make y'all have to sit here and watch him cut every single bit of this. So I'm gonna turn the camera off and come back whenever it's all cut up. But I'm gonna let you see it just a little bit of what he's doing. He's cleaning it up because whenever we got it from the deer processor, this is the way it was done. Now he can process deer himself, but here where we live, we don't have a place to do it. But he knows exactly how to process it, how to make the sausage, how to make the cube steaks, how to do everything. Don't you? Everything to do with a deer?
I guess. Also, summer sausage.
Yeah, we don't know how to do a summer. We need to look up how to do that. That's something we can learn. But anyway, he's just cutting it into strips. And I'll be back whenever all this is done. Okay, so got a big bowl here. Yeah, I told you it's going to talk loud. Because that way they can hear me. I don't have an external mic. It's just the one on there. Anyways, I've got this. He's got some of the deer cut up. This was already cut up the way it needed to be. So we're going to go ahead and start putting it through the grinder, or I am while he's still cutting. And we're going to do one piece of deer, one piece of pork, like that. But while this is going, I'm not going to make y'all listen to this because it's loud, but I'm going to just put some music on. But anyway, what was I going to say? I can't remember. We'll put the seasoning in later. But which one do I start with? Deer?
It don't matter.
It don't matter, okay. Alright, so I'm going to get this going. What number should it be on?
Go up with 1.
Alright, so very low level, 1. And this is a KitchenAid brand grinder. We have another one that's from Amazon. We've used it before. This one we had bought and got it on clearance. We've never tried this one. We may not like it. It's all plastic. But we'll see.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home.
Okay, so we had a little technical difficulties. He had to fix it. And we're going to keep trying to use this one, but we may end up swapping anyways, but I'm going to keep going.
I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now.
Okay, so to clean up the grinder, which we're going to wash it too, we're going to take a piece of bread and we're going to run it through here. We're going to run it through here the same way we did the meat. And we don't care if the bread is in with the meat or not. It's not going to make a difference. Now, if you were doing meatloaf, it'd be a really good thing to have in there, but we don't mind if it's in there. It's not enough to care about, but we're going to do that and clean it out some so we can get as much of the meat out as possible. This thing is hot. It's been working hard. It's bread. You want to do any more or just that one? That's good enough.
Through it. That means all meat out.
Yeah, the bread's coming through, but I mean, there's a little bit of meat there, but Oh, it's the opposite? Oh, yeah, lefty-loosey. Okay, I'm going backwards because I'm backwards. Alright, so now we're going to get the grinder off the machine, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so now we're going to start mixing the seasoning in with this, with the meat, with the mixer. But I wanted to let you guys know, even if you don't have a KitchenAid, you can still grind your own meat. Like you can do sausage, ground beef, like this right here, we could turn into burgers right now if we wanted to. You don't have to do sausage. You could do burgers, you could do meatballs, you could do lots of things with this once it's ground. Meatloaf, lots of things. But I want to let you know, you don't have to have a KitchenAid. You can get the types of grinders that are not electric, that you just hand crank. And I actually want one of those, but I don't have one yet. Jeff says I have too many gadgets and gizmos, but I don't think I do. But anyway, I'm going to put some of the meat in here, not all of it because it wouldn't all fit, and I don't want to burn my machine up. But I'm going to put some in, and some of the seasoning, and I'm going to mix it up, and then take it out of that bowl, and just keep doing that until we get all the seasoning mixed well with all of the meat, and then we'll show you what we're doing next.
Stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks.
Okay, so now that we've got both of it mixed, all of it won't fit in there. We're going to take that and mix it together by hand. I think I'm going to make Jeff do it because he's stronger than me. And are you going to smoke it?
Yeah.
Are we going to do it in patties and then you smoke it? Or are you going to do it in rolls and then smoke it?
How about roll?
Okay, so he's, what? What?
I'll probably do both.
Okay, so he's gonna do both. We're gonna do some rolls, and we're going to do some patties, and he's gonna smoke it. That way, it has the smoky flavor. Here, you could do that. You're stronger than me. Because I don't know. Stop picking on me.
These painkillers take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started.
I have a question. What are you doing? Yeah, but do you want to take a piece of it, cook it up, see if it's got enough seasoning?
I'll think about it.
Alright, so we're going to cook a little test piece. I'm going to get a little frying pan out. We're going to cook a little test piece to make sure we like the seasoning, or he likes the seasoning. I don't eat this. Don't judge me. He judges me enough about it. I'm not saying I wouldn't ever eat it, but
Don't know what's good.
sure. Stop picking on me. You done picked on me enough today. Okay, so this is the piece that we cooked, and I cut it in half to make sure it was done. It might need a little extra fat, because I mean there's fat coming out of it, but it didn't stick. I don't know how to, it was dry cooking. It was dry cooking. Anyways, I've cleaned up a little bit. I put the KitchenAid away and cleaned up the table some. Table's not sanitary yet because there's raw meat on it, so this will not go there. I'm gonna go get Jeffrey and let him taste it. He's putting all the things in the dishwasher over there. That's something else I wanted to say that I've been meaning to say, that I normally do say whenever I do these videos. Always make sure that your dishwasher and dish drainer are cleaned out before you get started with your meal prep. That way you have somewhere to put all your dirty things and the clean things that you have to hand wash. And your kitchen is not stressing you out by the end of all the food processing. Don't put it on the table. Okay, so he's going to taste it now. It smells good. It smells like regular sausage. Does it have enough seasoning? So it's seasoned. No, oh, no.
You'll try.
I don't want to eat deer meat. I don't.
I ain't got to do it. You can't take deer meat.
How do
I have a little bit, not extra seasoning.
you told me how much seasoning to put in.
Good. Oh, you better bring the pan salt.
Do we want to smoke it then?
Oh,
Do you want to smoke it?
I'll fry it up. Put it in.
No, I was gonna freeze it like in patties.
That'll work. Try it.
You know,
It's just kind of spicy.
you don't have flavors tasting stuff.
Ask them for you to try it.
No, because they'll say yes. No, I don't want to eat deer
Why?
because I ate it too much as a child and I got grossed out by it. Quit touching the table. Why are you looking at me like
I
that?
ate it too much as a child.
Okay, so he has decided not to smoke it because he likes it the way it is. He said it's a little bit spicy. So, it's a little spicy. So what we're gonna do is some of it we're gonna do just like into rolls, like you would buy a roll of sausage at the grocery store. Some of it we're gonna do into sausage patties, so you can have like sausage biscuits and stuff. But the rolls are gonna be like for sausage crumble and stuff like that, like for sausage gravy and whatever else you would use crumbled up sausage for. So, how many rolls do you want? 3?
3, that'd be fine.
Alright, so the way I'm going to try to do the rolls is I'm going to use some wax paper. Or should we use freezer paper? It'll be thawed before we use it anyway, so put this on my desk, please. I know it's silicone, it can be washed easily, but still, I don't want to. Alright, I'm going to get, I don't know how much, about that much, and kind of fit it into like a tubular size. Maybe I should turn it the other way. Yeah. You think that's too much?
I'll take you
Do you want to make some meatloaf? No, what I'm saying is we have that ground beef. We can save some to make meatloaf too. I'm just saying. Alright, there's one. Ta-da! You took it away. And we're going to freeze this. It's the same as the other one. Ah, it's okay. I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag anyway. The paper's just to hold it, to help me roll it. It's not for anything else. See? It's perfect. It's actually smaller than the other one. Okay, so the way I'm putting them in the bags is I'm going to put a layer of the patties on the bottom. I'm not going to have them touching too much. They may a little bit, but not a lot, because I don't want them to stick together. Because I want to be able to take these out. Like if I want to take 3 out and cook them, I want to be able to take 3 out and cook them. You could flash freeze them, but we're just not doing that because we don't have to. But you could if you wanted to. That's a gargantuan one. We may not need 3 bags. Oh yeah, we need one for that. All right, and then I'm going to put a piece of wax paper there because that one, actually 2 of those were so big, I only could fit 2 at the end, so that's 8 in the bottom layer. Can't get that to fold back over. There we go. There's that. And I'm going to put those on the top layer. Well, you don't really want to do vacuum sealing with this because they'll squish because they're not flash froze. All right, you want to close this one up? I didn't need both of those, I guess. Alright. Huh? We did get 30. You ate one.
Yep.
Alright, so 30 sausage patties and 3 rolls.
Soup size sausage.
And they're pretty big sausage patties. Some of these could fit on a hamburger bun. And they don't cook away a lot because of them being the deer, the venison. And the rolls, I said 3 of those. So 30 patties and 3 rolls. I don't know how many meals that'll be. And that was about 9 pounds of meat and a half a pack of the seasoning. And I don't know how long it took us. I don't know how long it took us because we didn't time it. So we're going to put that in the freezer after I take a picture of it for the thumbnail. And we'll be back after we sanitize this with what we're doing next. Okay, so the next project will be another pork loin. We found them. How much did we pay for that pork loin?
Just $13.
No, I mean how much a pound?
$1.62
something? $1.62 a pound, which is cheaper than we have found in a very long time. Kinda wish I would have got 2, but I didn't. So we're gonna do something we've actually never done before. We're gonna make some cubed pork. I see it all the time in the stores. and it costs like $3 or $4 or $5 a pound sometimes. That's ridiculous. We have this little thing right here, which is, what is it called? It's called a cuber. I thought it was a tenderizer. Anyways, we have this that Jeff had gotten some points from his job, and so this is what we chose to get with those points. You can come over here. This is the loin, which you'll see on the next grocery haul. We got it from Cash Saver, and it was $13.61 for all of this meat. We're gonna do some pork tips, and I'm gonna go ahead and season those and put them in the freezer, and we're gonna do some cubed pork. Is there anything else we want to do? I don't think we need any pork chops, so we're probably going to do all of it in that, unless we decide to cut off part of it for Mississippi pork. We haven't had that in a long time, so we might do that because that's a great crock pot meal. So he's gonna get all his stuff together to cut it up, and you've already seen how he does this before, so I'm not going to talk through it. I may just let you just see it with some music. I don't know yet. We'll see. I will be showing you how we do the cubing part, because I don't think I've ever shown that part. So what I was saying is how he cuts this part up. I probably will do in like a fast motion music thing. Okay, so you can't really see what he's doing because of the way the camera's done. Let me see if I can move it. See if I can move it where there's still light. He's gonna do I keep wanting to say beef tips. That's not beef. The beef kebabs. I'm gonna put it in that bowl, and I'm just gonna season it all at one time, and just separate it into bags. We're just gonna do like kebab size, and then we decided not to do the roast. We're just gonna do kebabs and cubed pork. I keep wanting to say cubed steak, but either way it doesn't matter.
Cubed pork steak.
It's cubed pork steak. What about this cubed pork loin? One thing we've learned about this cuber is you have to cut your meat thicker than you think. But like I've said a lot of times, Jeff knows how to do all the different cuts of meat. Do you know how to do all of them, or just a lot of them? Stop throwing it.
I don't know.
Alright, he knows how to do it what we like anyway, plus some that we don't usually do. And with the cubed stuff, we've done cubed steak, and we like it better than the kind you get at the store. So now we don't even want to purchase the others, which are normally about $8, $6 to $8 a pound now. So he's gonna do this, and I'm gonna swap batteries because I see it started flashing, and I'll bring you back whenever we start doing the cubing process. Alright, so he cut this about 3/4, you said?
Yeah.
About 3/4 of an inch, and now I'm gonna run it through here one time this way, and it will look like this. And now I'm going to turn it that way, and now it's cubed, and it just tenderizes it. So we're going to do however many, and that's how fast it is. It doesn't take, well, how many seconds does it take? 30 seconds? 2 turns. No time. And this machine was like a little over $100, wasn't it? But which he got it for free. We had it on our wish list for a long time, and I was gonna wait until I had enough Ibotta money to get it, but his job gave it to us instead. But it's worth the investment. If we would, I just threw the stuff. If we wouldn't have gotten that, I was still planning on asking for it for like a Christmas present or something. I still wanted it because we like cube steak and it costs a lot to make it. So that's 9. Was that 9 or 10? I don't know. Anyway, it's a whole plate full done that fast. And now we can separate them. I'm gonna bring the camera back over so y'all can kind of see how that he trims this up. What he's doing is just trimming the fat off of it. And he has shown that before. And then we're gonna save the fat in this little Ziploc bag to do like more sausage or something like that with it. But yeah, we try to save everything. We don't want to waste anything that we can save. So I think I'm just going to be done with showing y'all this part because it's super easy. Y'all saw that. Y'all know what was going on. So we'll be back whenever we start the next thing, or else I'll just tell you. We'll be back whenever I start to do the beef. No, why do I keep saying beef? The pork kebabs. Yeah, that's when we'll be back. Okay, so now I'm going to label my bags. This Sharpie is only for kitchen use, and I sanitize it every time that I use it. So, or after I'm done. So this is pork kebabs. And I don't worry about the date because it doesn't stay in the house very long. It's not in this house long enough to worry about. And like I said, I already marked the pork fat. And this is cubed pork. And in one of these, in 3 of these bags, I don't think I got enough bags. I don't know. Oh, whoops. It's going to be pork cubed. In 3 of these bags, there's going to be 5 in the other one. Well, I'm writing pork cubed again. Whatever. The other one, let me start that part over. 3 of these bags, there will be 5. One of them will be 4. And the reason why is so that Jeff can have lunch at work with some of the days. That's why we're going to have 5. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to season this. This is about 2 meals worth, and this is my go-to seasoning for whenever I am doing the grilling stuff. I like the Zesty Italian dressing. We've used like name brands. We've used, this is from Aldi. We've used Walmart brand, like the, what is it called, Great Value, all kind of stuff. And I just squirt some in because it's a wonderful marinade. And the reason why is because it has oil and vinegar in it. Then it's got some different spices in it. So that just works really well. And this Montreal chicken, I like to use it, the Grill Mates. So I get this from Sam's. But I like to use it because it has different seasonings in it, different herbs and stuff. But there's no salt in this. Oh, there is salt. What is not in this? There's something not in this that is in this one. This is a Montreal steak. What is it different? There's something different. I don't remember what it is. Anyway, they both have different, maybe it has more herbs in it than this one. But I use both. Ooh, I almost did a mess. And I just toss it around in here because I don't really want to stick my hands in there until I get to the point of putting it in the bags and they get all nice and seasoned. Put a little bit more of this in there because I don't think I had enough. Alright, so we take the fat out, and this is the pork fat we had left. We can use it for making sausage. And y'all, I don't eat deer meat, but I do cook it and do stuff with it for Jeff and Noah. Selena used to eat it, but she doesn't eat it anymore. Look, it's vacuum sealed. Not really, but yeah. But I don't eat deer meat. I would if I had to, but I don't have to, so I don't. So I'm going to try to get half of this into this bag. And I don't even know why I took that off if I'm not going to use it, because that's what I was going to do, is use that. Sounds like a kitchen in a restaurant in here. All this extra going on all the time. I should have opened this, but I didn't. I'm making a mess. I'm gonna have to clean my bags before we can put them away. But anyways, it's fine. Cooking's messy, right? Alright, put those in there. And then, all this I'm going to divide between those two bags. And you may see that and think, oh, well, that's not enough meat. Well, whenever we do kebabs, we do vegetables. And we also, well, enough meat for 4 people. But we do vegetables with our kebabs. Plus, we also do like sausage and stuff. So I'm going to wash my hands and wipe these up. Then I'll finish everything else. Okay, so pork kebabs. Seal those up and squish them down. Get all the air out we can. There's that. And we'll put them together the day we want to eat them. And they're already seasoned, so that's one step I don't have to think about. I just let them thaw out, put them on the skewers, and they'll be ready to go. And while that they're in the freezer, they're kind of pre-marinating. They turn out really good like that. So now I'm going to put these in, and I'm going to put 5 in one of the bags. No, in 3 of the bags, and 4 in the other one. Can you open, is your hand, yeah, your hands are clean. Can you open the other 2 for me too? I don't know why I always forget to open the bags. That should be the first thing I do. Yeah, I wrote it backwards. You heard me. It is pork cubed. You heard what I said. Now you just picking on me.
What is this?
No. But the cuber is very simple to use, and it is an investment whenever you first get it. But like I said, I was gonna wait and ask for it for a gift, or else use my Ibotta money so I could, you know, have it that way. Which I don't even know. I don't remember why they gave him that bonus. It was just points that you could spend on Amazon on certain things, and this just happened to be one of those certain things, and it was something we both wanted, so that's what we got. All right, so I'm gonna wash my hands, close these up, put them in the freezer, clean everything up, and then we'll go to the next thing. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna be doing is some ground beef. We got it the other day for $1.99 a pound. And we decided we'd go ahead and get some and make some freezer meals. Plus, one meal for this week, we're going to go ahead and cook some ground beef for it. It is one that I saw Fallon from Moss Family TV do the other day. It's Texas lasagna. It looked really good, so we're going to try it. On a smaller scale than what she did, because she has more people to feed than we do. So, we also, while we were at Cash Saver, which is where we bought the ground beef, and the pork loin, not perk. What is perk loin? We got some of this for 45 cents a can, so we're gonna make some sloppy joes. We got 2 of those, so we're gonna do 2 meals of sloppy joes, and then we're gonna do the 1 meal of the Texas lasagna, and which is similar to what we have done before. We called it enchilada bake. At least that's what it was called. The recipe I got is called enchilada bake. It's similar to that, but not exactly. So anyways, it just sounds like it will be good. Excuse me, sir. Are you trying to be rude? He's trying to hit me with a pan. Anyway, we're going to cook about 3 pounds of this. And part of it we're going to do in meatballs, but not seasoned meatballs. It's just going to be little meatballs of just ground beef. I think that I've shared my meatballs, taters, and onions on here before. I'm almost positive I did. But anyway, that's what we're going to make a couple of meals for that, or a couple of packages for that. And then we'll see what else we have left of it after that. So, we're going to do the ground beef next. Okay, so this is the ground beef that I'm doing for the Sloppy Joes. And I'm going to cook this in a moment for tacos and the Texas lasagna. Because we're having both of that this week, because Noah wanted both of it this week. This we're not having this week. This is going to be put in the freezer, and so are the meatballs. So while I'm doing the cooking part, Jeff's going to start making meatballs, because I don't want to get my hands dirty and have to rewash them over and over again while I'm trying to cook this. So I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me cook ground beef, but I'll show you how I'm going to put it together whenever I'm done. Because what I want to do is cook this, let it cool, and then all I'm going to do is put this cooked in a Ziploc bag and just pour the sauce over it. But I'll show you that in a moment, or it'll be just a few seconds for you, but it'll be longer than that for me. Okay, so I am taking the meat for the Sloppy Joes and I'm laying them on a baking pan. Laying them on? Whatever. Anyway, I'm putting it on here so it will cool off faster. And then I'm going to cook the other for tacos and stuff for this week. But I want this to cool off pretty quickly so that I can go ahead and get it in the freezer. And I just thought this might be the easiest or fastest. I don't know. This didn't have as much fat as I thought it would either. But anyway, I'm going to get this out. But I wanted to show y'all what I was doing over here. And I'll bring y'all back whenever I start doing the putting this in the bag. But the other, I'm not going to worry about showing y'all that, the whole thing, because this is going to be food for this week, and I'll be sharing that in my What's for Dinner. So you'll get to see that when the time comes. Okay, so we have 3 packs of the meatballs. There's just meat, that's all it is, rolled into little meatballs, no seasoning at all, to make that dish with that I make, that I've been making since forever. My mama used to make it, but I've changed it some because I put carrots in it. But anyway, 3 meals of that, which we usually have leftovers, so it'll really be more than that. And there's 21 meatballs in each one of the bags. The camera slipped. Alright, and the meat for the Sloppy Joes is cooling on the table, and this is about halfway maybe done for the tacos and the what is it called? Texas lasagna. And actually I thought about going ahead and putting the taco meat or taco seasoning in this, because both of those things, the tacos and the Texas lasagna, needs taco seasoning. But I don't think I'm going to do that because I want to use the recipe that Fallon had exactly like she said. And I'll try to remember to, if nothing else, just link her channel. I may link that video if I can find it, because I don't remember exactly which day, but I just know it was this past week. Okay, I already got it recording. I forgot. Okay, so I'm going to take half of this for each one of the bags. And my little bag stand thingies are dirty, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. It's probably better than the bag stands, actually. You can use a bowl, a certain size bowl too. So I'm going to go ahead and get half of this into one and half into the other. It's going to take me a few minutes, so I'm going to speed it up for you. Alright, so now I got the meat in there, and I'm just going to pour the sauce in, and I'm going to get probably about a fourth, can't even see it, probably about a fourth of this can of water. And get all the rest of that sauce out and put it in here too. And now, whenever we want sloppy joes, we just take it out of the freezer and throw it out, and we'll have sloppy joes because it's already mixed and everything. And I probably got grease all over the bag, but that's okay. And there it is. Alright, so I'm going to do the other one. I'm not going to show you because you just saw how I did that one. But I'll have 2 bags. Okay, so here's the meat for the tacos and the Texas lasagna. And that was almost 10 pounds of ground beef. And I cooked, how many did I cook? 5? Huh? Anyway, that's the fat off of all of that I cooked. That wasn't too bad for it to be 73 or 72, whatever it was. 27 or 73, 27, whatever it is. Anyways, for it to be a fatty type of meat, that wasn't too bad. I didn't lose a lot of it, plus the fat gives it flavor. So let these cool off, and I'm going to put them in the refrigerator for dinners this week. Okay guys, I've decided to just let this video be about the meat prep, because it's like something I've never done. I've never shown us grinding meat on here. As far as I know, like this, I haven't. I'm almost positive I haven't. But either way, I've never shown making sausage like this. I've never shown doing venison like this. I've never shown cubing anything on here, I don't think. But anyway, never like this anyways. So I've decided to just let this video be about the meat prep. And I'm going to just film another video about the other stuff. Because I feel like this would just be better by itself. And I hope that's okay, because yeah, that's the way it's gotta be. Plus, well, it doesn't have to be, but it just feels like that this video is gonna be super duper long. And it's actually Tuesday right now, and I was supposed to be doing the other part of the meal prep yesterday, but we went to get these. Aren't they nice? Selena and I had to go pick up our new glasses. They do have a bit of a glare whenever I'm looking at you guys, but I have to wear them because they're new, and your eyes have to make, you know, you gotta make sure that they're okay for your eyeballs. They asked me to wear them for a couple of days, just all day. So that's what I'm trying to do, make sure I wear them, because oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump y'all. I'm trying to wear them because I don't normally have to wear my glasses all the time. Usually it's just for distance. But, you know, whenever you get new stuff, you gotta... And even though my prescription didn't change, these are new lenses. So we gotta make sure everything's okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, back to what I was talking about. What was I talking about? The meat prep. I've decided to just let this be one video and get that out to you guys, and then the other I will I will do later. And in that video, I'm going to be making, well, really, it's the same thing I did last week. I've got my list. I'm going to be washing broccoli, lettuce, spinach, and cantaloupe and cutting that up, doing the coffee and the waffles. I did that last week. I don't see any point in sharing that again right now. I mean, yes, I will share it again because it's part of my weekly meal prep, but I'm not going to film it this week because you just watched it. Maybe next time. But I'm just going to go ahead and do that stuff off camera and get this part out, because really this stuff that we're showing you right now with this meat prep, I believe is very important. And the reason why I feel like this is very important is because if you know how to make your own things, you don't have to spend as much. And no, you may not be able to go and get venison. You may not hunt. You may not know anyone who hunts. You may not have access to it. And I know here, you're not allowed to sell it. So if somebody's trying to sell you venison in Alabama, at least the law used to be you could not sell it. You could give it away, but you could not sell it. Like, you know, someone shooting a deer, you can't buy it from them. Anyways, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. You may not have access to those things. But you may get a really good sale on beef, and you might, like Donna, and yes, I'm talking about you today again, Donna. You may be allergic to pork, or you just may not be able to have pork. I know my brother-in-law, from what I understand, he has gout, so he can't have pork. Like certain amounts. He can only have a tiny bit or something like that. I think that's what it was. But anyway, you may not be able to have that, but you still want sausage. You still like your breakfast sausage. You like sausage biscuits. You like that kind of stuff. Well, you can make it out of chicken. You can make it out of beef. You can make it out of turkey. You could do lots of things. I know that we use pork and deer, but you don't have to use those meats. The main reason we're showing you this is to show you just need lean and fat. You definitely need the fat. And actually, we needed more fat in that because whenever we cook some, and I've cooked some since for Jeff for work in the mornings, it was it's very lean. So you have to add a little bit of oil. I added a little bit of olive oil to the pan because it doesn't have a lot of fat in it. So, but that's a good thing too, you know. But what we're really trying to show you is how to do it, the process of it. Not that, oh, we can make deer sausage. It's if you have these tools, and like sausage is $5 or $6 for a pound. Well, if you only pay 99 cents a pound or $2 a pound for meat, you're saving $3 if, well, you buy the little packet. And that little packet will season 25 pounds of meat. So, yeah, that's a really good deal. And Jeff said that he thinks that might be the best sausage he's ever tasted, other than my homemade recipe for the seasoning. I do have one of those as well. I told y'all about that already. But we're just trying to show you how to do these things. And like cube steak, it got up to $9 a pound not long ago. Well, for that pork, we paid $1.64 a pound. Cube pork was $5 or $6 a pound. We've done beef with that. We've done pork with that. Now, we haven't tried it with chicken. I don't know how chicken would do. But we may test it out sometime. But what we're trying to show you is that you can take meats that are a different cut, that are a cheaper cut, and turn it into what you want. Now, you're not going to be able to turn a roast into a T-bone. You're just not going to be able to do it. But you can turn a roast into ground beef, into hamburger, you know. You can turn roast into sausage. You can turn roast into steaks if you have the right type of roast. You can do a lot of things with the cheaper cuts of meat so that you can have what your family wants, not just what you need. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And I hope you enjoyed this. I know that it was a lot of raw meat. I know, I'm sorry. But that's just how our life goes. And once you build the skills, and yes, it's an investment. It's an investment of the products you need to be able to do these things. It cost us money to buy that grinder. It cost us, well, it would have cost us money to get the cuber. But once you have that tool, as long as you do the maintenance, you maintain it, it will work for you for years and years and years. So you're going to be saving money in the long run. Yes, the tools are expensive, but yes, they are worth it. And honestly, there's some that are way more expensive than what we purchased and got gifted. Once you're going to have to spend time learning the skills. But once you've learned those skills, nobody's going to take that away from you, that knowledge away from you. They can't just, steal it. Nobody can come and say, this is your knowledge. They can't grab it and run away with it. It's in there. And you just keep practicing it, and you keep doing it, and you get better and better. So work on your skills, work on learning about the different types of meat, the different animals, the way they're cut, things like that. That way, when push comes to shove and you need something or want something, then you'll have it. And no, we don't have to have sausage. We don't have to have cubed pork. We don't have to have the little meatballs. We don't have to have our meats seasoned the way we do. But it's comfort. And that's what matters, is doing those things that are going to help you when push comes to shove and you can't afford it any other way. Because trust me, prices are redonkulous. But I think I'm going to shut up now because I've made this video even longer. And I'm glad you guys came along with me today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.